the vegetarian microbial load is relatively less, the non-vegetarian microbial load is relatively high, and sanitation has to be more perfect, more accurate, more stringent. Yes. Any other doubt, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen? Any other doubt? Okay, before I go any further, of course, madam will be giving you a simple exercise on food spoilage, and before that I will just give you 6 questions which madam will explain the answers later, right? Just 6 situations, just write them down.
Be mentally prepared that we are writing a lot today.
Since my throat is going dry, I would like your pen to go dry. Huh? Some exchange, right? Tamarind seed powder is added to coffee powder. Number 2, milk sachet comes with a printing of 4.5% fat. On testing, it is 3.75% fat. On testing, it is 3.75% फैट. आप सब लोगों से एक प्रार्थना है, suppose don't hesitate if you have to ask this question in Hindi, okay, or in any language, okay, of your choice, right? So we may be able to comprehend. I must be knowing some 11-12 languages in the country. She knows Marathi, Hindi, English. So don't hesitate, okay.
Language is not a
language is not a problem. My short thing is language is not a problem.
Learning is more important.
Right. Or else draw the picture and we will be able to find out what is the problem. The next is guest has discovered a piece of cockroach in the sauce bowl. A bakery chef while cleaning color bottle has removed the label. And pasted a sticker of only product name and using it. Yeah. Next, a transport vehicle which is used by neighboring waste paper mart transport vehicle which is used by neighbor waste paper mart is cleaned and used for ODC next day, is cleaned and used for ODC next day. That is outdoor catering next day. Yeah. Last. Chili powder used in the kitchen has artificial color in it. Now madam will explain these. If you think that these situations are wrong, she will explain what is the definition of this, under which category this is wrong, okay, and then she will do the food spoilage, a simple activity, okay. She will dictate the questions and I will be with you to do the answers, right, okay. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, what is the first question? Tamarind seed powder is added to coffee powder. Okay. We buy coffee, right? Do we accept any tamarind seed powder in that, even if I get at low price? Why? Because I want to buy coffee powder, not tamarind seed powder. Since if it is added into that, what is the case? It would be adulteration, right? In short, what is adulteration? Now you know the answer, you are correctly identified that it is adulteration. So when we buy any raw material, we buy a lot of raw material every day, right? So it is important that we know the quality. What should be the quality of raw material, what should be in that, what shouldn't be in that, okay? So tamarind powder is an adulterant. In short, what is the understanding of adulteration? What do you mean by adulteration?
Actually, it is unfit for human consumption.
Unfit for human consumption, okay. Tamarind seed powder to some extent is edible? Not. We may not eat, you know, a huge amount of that, but if I eat a quarter spoon of it, I may not die also. Okay. Any other?
It's a foreign object inside it's not relatively EU in the making of coffee.
Perfect. Okay. So it is something which is not coffee powder and that is being added to that. That is adulteration, right? There is one more side to this adulteration. If you are removing something, some valuable component, like from cardamom or clove, these are spices which are used for their oils, essential oils, flavors and all, right? So if when these oils are removed partially and then the product is sold as a whole clove or cardamom, so again this is a case of adulteration. We may not be aware of this, right? If somebody is selling at lower price, the product looks like exactly of the original quality. But this is also a kind of adulteration. So adulteration will make the product. That is the purpose of adulteration. When there is a, yeah, some kind of gain, when there is a demand, high demand, less supply, high value products, in all these cases adulteration will happen, right? So if something is added into product, it is reducing the quality, it is making the product substandard, or it is making the product unsafe for consumption, or it is making the product misleading, misbranding. That is also kind of adulteration. What is the second question? Okay, great. How do we buy milk? Which? Liquid milk? Pouches? Tetra Pak? How many of you buy Tetra Paks? Okay. Many people buy. Pouches? Okay, great. What do we check while we buy the milk? Okay. We don't have facility to check the fat content, right? If it is a cow milk, it should have 4% fat. If it is a buffalo milk or standardized milk, around 6 to 7% fat. Okay. So these are standardized products. when I buy a product, if it is cow milk saying 4% fat, and actually when somebody picks up or I pick up sample and give it to lab and I found that it has got 3.5% fat only, then what is wrong in that? Yeah, adulteration, yes. To some extent, adulteration, cheating, that is also correct. You said something, sir.
Either being cheated.
Okay. Misleading, yes. So this case will not fit into only one category. Okay, it is a multiple category case. Okay, and this is something you are making the product substandard. So what is substandard? Which is not up to the standards. What are standards? Which are prescribed by the regulations.
The most appropriate word is substandard. There is an expected standard declared in the cover and the product is below that standard. Okay?
So removing fat may not make it unsafe for consumption, but the quality is degraded, right? So you are paying for certain quality which you are not actually getting. So that's why you have to be careful about that aspect also. What is the next question? Oh, is this acceptable? how cockroach gets into the sauce bowl? Sorry? Not covered, yes. If it is covered, cockroach will never get into that. Okay. Lack of pest control. Great. At this point, if you do the pest control properly, cockroach will not be growing or multiplying in your premises. Okay, or the food handling area, storage area. Okay. At this point, I just want to tell you very important crux of this food safety training. More or less, whatever food safety practices, control measures we are learning today and we are expected to be followed after going to our own places, it revolves around 4 principles. First, avoid the contamination or hazards. Avoid it so that you don't face any kind of problem. Please note it down. Throughout today's all the exercise, you would be able to correlate each and every exercise with some or other point out of this 4. Avoid the contamination or hazard. Second, control the multiplication or increase in number. So if there is some hazard, you have to control it so that it do not grow in number or multiply. Third, reduce it to acceptable level. Reduce it to acceptable level. When we do the pre-preparation things, operations, we are actually doing this third point. Reducing it to acceptable level. And fourth is avoid the cross-contamination. So once we have reduced the level, we have to take all the measures which are required, necessary to avoid the cross-contamination, so that we ensure that whatever product I am serving is safe for consumption.
Now this situation, cockroach is under which category? Adulteration, substandard or unsafe?
No.
It's under only one category.
Categories are given. Given by sir.
Adulteration.
Is it adulteration?
Unsafe.
Unsafe.
Very good.
Unsafe. Very good.
Please understand, for situation number 1 which madam told, tamarind powder in coffee, the crime is not available. It's a criminal offense. Arrest is there. Second one, for less fat, there's only fine, no arrest. Third one, there is arrest. Punishment. Okay, ma'am. Go on.
Okay. Thank you. What is the next question? Okay. So any product when we buy, it has got a label by default. Okay. Do we buy something which has no label apart from fruit, vegetables? Are you sure? Yes. Okay. So while working, the bakery chef, he has removed the label and he has fixed some temporary label on that. Is it acceptable? Why? Okay. Huh? Will it have traceability? Okay. So whether it will make the food or that particular color, in which category it will fit? Will it make food unsafe for consumption? Will it make substandard? Will it make adulterated? Unsafe, because we do not know what is the product. He might have written some wrong spelling also in some other language which may not. There could be many possibilities to that, right? We do not have a traceability also. No manufacturing date, no expiry date, because shifts are changing. Different person is handling the same bottle in next shift, right? So this is also not acceptable. Next question.
Transport vehicle which is used by labor basically is used for OEC next.
Oh, okay. Do we do this? Is this a common practice? It happens? Many times it happens. What is the requirement? Sanitize the vehicle. Why?
What's the requirement of the license condition? Yeah.
Exclusive vehicle which is used for this purpose only. We cannot transport the poultry in morning and the cooked food in afternoon. Okay, or anything which is non-food should not be transported in the vehicle which transport food. So a dedicated vehicle with temperature control should be there. Okay.
Now under what category it comes? Substandard food? Unsafe.
It will make food unsafe for consumption.
Next.
Yeah.
Instead of having, supposing you don't have a refrigerated one, you have an Innova, you will be able to transport.
No, absolutely, unless you are transporting food beyond 2.5 hours, or the food requires by its nature conservation and temperature.
Yeah.
A simple prepared food, okay, which doesn't require temperature control. If you are transporting within 2.5 hours, no problem.
Okay.
Okay. Now, madam told temperature control because in a ODC you will have all items,
Correct.
right? So she was considering that there will be ice cream, there will be juices.
No,
Okay, which you
I
have to
agree.
maintain.
But suppose I say, suppose a
No, a passenger vehicle for using for food is not recommended.
Okay.
Because you can't sanitize a passenger vehicle. Okay. But ensure, it's not possible in this country for every small restaurant,
Yeah.
every small caterer to own a vehicle. But ensure that it is not used for purposes which are extremely negative, like waste paper mart,
Correct.
or like transporting, chemicals, like transporting some coal. Okay. So see to it that the vehicle is used for food related purposes, because somebody, if he is used for transport of fruits and vegetables, you clean and sanitize and use it for outdoor catering, it's fine. Okay. Now even if you click the apps that are come in the society like links.com, which provide you trucks, okay, they give you specifically on food trucks. They have a group of vehicles in which you transport food. Okay, all apps that have come, call me truck.com, links.com, okay, right? These are some of the apps that have come for food transport, and they ask you to click is it for food, and if you click food transport, then they give you food related vehicle.
So sir, if I have transported prepared food for say, it's been traveling for 2 hours, I've taken out and it's traveled for 2 hours in a normal truck which is dedicated for food purpose, is totally covered, and after 2 hours of traveling, how long then can I keep my food?
If you have a reheating facility there, okay, and you are going to reprocess, it's fine, you can be another 1-2 hours. But then if you don't have any other facility there, then another 30 minutes only. Because after preparation 2.5 hours is what is the terminology of law. Unless you are transporting dry fish and only pickles exclusively for your ODC.
So if the food is traveled for 2 hours on, at say whatever 32 room temperature, and then I
Now time is the essence here. Prepared food should not exceed more than 2.5 hours after preparation.
total.
That is the principle.
But what if you keep the temperature at
Unless it
65?
is monitored, unless it is, sorry, I will come to your question. Unless it is maintained at less than 5 degrees centigrade or heated beyond 65 degrees centigrade. Very simple.
After 2 hours, I can keep it at 65 degrees centigrade for more 2.5 hours?
No. You can keep it till people eat. Please understand. The thing is, there are two things. One is heating, okay, which is holding. Within 2.5 hours, you can hold the temperature. If it has crossed 2.5 hours, then it is reheating. Reheating is 74 degrees centigrade. And it is reheating is allowed if you have preserved the food at 5 degrees centigrade and less. Suppose I prepared something and put my biryani in the cold storage at less than 5 degrees centigrade for the lunch session. In the dinner, guests are asking, I can reheat it at 74 degrees centigrade and give. Okay? Yes, madam, continue.
Sorry, just one more question. Suppose I'm carrying only salads for the UDC and it's at less than 5 degrees centigrade. Then when we reach there, then you can keep it out for 2.5 hours?
No, like once you take the cold food on display, it should maintain and cold food only.
Correct. So I'll put it in an ice bath.
Yeah, 2.5 hours.
2.5
fine.
hours. Yeah.
Yes, no issue. If the food, the cold chain has not been broken, it's fine.
Actually, that's a breathing time.
Yeah. Yes.
Any other question? Okay, we go to next question now.
Chili powder used in the kitchen as artificial color.
Okay, artificial color. Adulteration? Yes. Why artificial color is added? Because there is something which is added as a not coloring. Why you are adding color? Chili powder is red. You need not to add any color to chili powder. If you are adding some extraneous matter, then you have to make it red, right? Or the quality of raw material, which is chili, is not up to the mark, substandard, or spoiled, or decolored due to some maybe climatic reasons, not stored properly. There could be many reasons for that.
Or normal chili is sold as Kashmiri chili.
So in that case also, you are making it more red. So there are many reasons why color can be added. We will also discuss about how we can identify this color. Okay.
Yes, next, any other question? That's all? Okay, good, very good. So, madam will now explain to you one food spoilage reason. Okay, each one of you, each table is expected to give me at least 10 reasons on food spoilage. Then madam will explain the original reasons for food spoilage. Okay, right? Okay, madam, give them one example.
We all know food spoil, right?
Yes.
Just now we were discussing for how long we can keep the food at say 60 room temperature or -5. So it means we know that food has got a life, a shelf life at every temperature. What happens if it crosses that? It will spoil. So what are the reasons? Like first reason I can tell is temperature. If I store salad at room temperature, it will spoil fast. If I store at low temperature less than 5, it will retain the shelf life for longer time. So like that you have to now make a list of all the parameters which you think can spoil the food.
These are factors which spoil the food. Okay, please understand.